Alrighty guys, I've been out of town for a couple days this past week and the weekend. I was out camping and the tank I've come back is a complete mess. Algae growing, got all this nasty stuff now growing in the on the ground again, like a carpet, and so this tank just needs a good cleaning. But I figured this is probably the perfect time for me to go ahead and swap it out with the BioCube. Because that's what's going in place of this anyway. So as I clean, I'm also going to go ahead and we're going to swap this tank out tonight. Alright, I've come to the back side of the tank. My plan is I'm going to use most of this water again just to help me cycle the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing going. We're going to do the sand, the live rock, all that is going to go into the other tank. So I'm going to just do a little bit of a cleaning, but because this one is cycled and we've got a lot already working in this tank, everything's growing and happy, but it's just a little bit dirty because I've been gone and the upkeep is a little bit down. So anyway, we're going to, like I said, we're going to reuse a lot of this, or all of this, in most of the water. So I'm going to drain it down into the bucket here and use it to fill up the other tank. I'm probably going to dump some of this since I'm getting the nasty out. Because this BioCube is 29 gallons and right now they're in a 20-gallon tank, I'm going to go ahead and mix up some more salt water with this Tico Premium Reef Salt and get that going in the bucket, so I'll have some fresh water to add to it. Not fresh as in fresh water like it's salt water, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna use this hang-on tank bucket here to catch the fish and get them out, the little Picasso clowns. These guys are cute. Here we go. Alright, so I've got my buckets with my live rock, corals, everything in there. I've still got some hermit crabs in here to get out, and the fish are waiting for their new home. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do this quickly so I can get everything back in its place and up and running again as quickly as possible. The whole goal of this is to get rid of this hang-on back filter in the end. For now though, I'm going to save it because we're going to use it for the first little bit, just because it's got some stuff growing in it, some good biological filtration built up in it, so we want to keep that. So I'm just going to stick it into a container here and we'll get it on the other tank for the beginning phase. Got the heater. And the light. The light I'm using right now, but we'll turn it off here. I gotta turn the phone off because that's how I power this light. You don't see this every day. The sand sifting sea star has come out and is climbing up the side of the tank here. Alright, so we've got everything back in as far as rock, and just got the filter running in here. Alright, the BioCube is all set up. It took a little while for it to clear up after putting the sand in. As you can see, like I said, I put the filter on from the other one for now because it's got some of that biological filtration that's kind of set up in it, and so I just want to keep some of that with the tank. I know I've got it in the rock and all that, but I'm going to run this probably for a week while the other filter gets itself set up. See, the fish are happy. I need to get a shorter heater because it doesn't fit in the back and tuck away. So the corals are looking like they're doing all right that I have in here. I don't have very many, and so the sea urchin has finally forgiven me for moving him, and he's actually on the move again. He was just hanging out in one spot for quite a while, but the hermit crabs and the emerald crab, I've seen them out and about and moving around, and they seem all right as well. So the Picasso's made the move just fine. Alright, so in the back here I've got a piece of foam that I put in. I've got some Phosban on the inside here in a bag, the filter from the Coral Life, just their standard little filtration, and then that goes underneath here. I've just kind of built myself a little rack, and that's got some basically like bio balls in there, but they're like pieces of coral rock and that in there that are porous. And then I've got a pump in there, all aftermarket, because there was nothing in this when I got it used. Again, so far it seems to be doing well. Putting this hang-on back filter really did help clear up the sand and that was kind of really clouding up the water. As you can see, it's kind of caked with some of the stuff that it caught, but overall I like the way that it looks up here. And it'll look even better when I get rid of this filter. I can come out and have an unobstructed view on my way out the door. This tank really wasn't going to have any corals in it when I started setting it up, and these ones I've actually just got in here. They're from the other tank, but I wanted to give them some space to grow, and before I move them back over. This one right here wasn't doing so well in the other tank because the goby kept dropping the substrate into the middle there, and so every day I was having to dump it, and yeah, so I moved it out, try and get it healed up, and I gotta find a good spot for it in the other tank. I'm not sure where that is right now, so yeah, these are in here because the puffer fish likes to nip on them, and these pulsing xenia I like the look of, so I pulled them out of there to rescue them, and they're doing well, so they'll stay in here. And this is a frag that I broke off of another one that's doing well. So that's why I have some coral in here, but they're just kind of placed on the rocks for now, so they can be removed later. Or maybe if I decide I really like them, I'll put them in place. But I think my thought for this is to actually do mainly a anemone and clown setup in here, so we'll see. So thanks for stopping by Creative Fish Studio. This is Tony, and we'll see you guys next time.